Muggle-Wump has an idea. As soon as Mr. and Mrs. Twit had disappeared down the road, the monkeys all flipped back onto their feet and right way up. "Quick, get the key!" Muggle-Wump called out to the roly-poly bird, who was still sitting on the roof of the house. "What key?" shouted the roly-poly bird. "The key to the door of our cage!" cried Muggle-Wump. "It's hanging on a nail in the workshed. That's where he always puts it." The roly-poly bird flew down and came back with the key in his beak. Muggle-Wump reached a hand through the bars of the cage and took the key. He put it in the lock and turned it. The door opened. All four monkeys leapt out together. "We're free!" cried the two little ones. "Where shall we go, Dad? Where shall we hide?" "Don't get excited," said Muggle-Wump. "Calm down, everybody. Before we escape from this beastly place, we have one very important thing to do." "What?" they asked him. "We're going to turn those terrible Twits upside down." "What?" "We're going to do what?" they cried. "You must be joking, Dad." "I'm not joking," Muggle-Wump said. "We're going to turn both Mr. and Mrs. Twit upside down with their legs in the air." "Don't be ridiculous," the roly-poly bird said. "How can we possibly turn those two maggoty old monsters upside down?" We can, cried Muggle-Wump. "We're going to make them stand on their heads for hours and hours and hours, perhaps forever. Let them see what it feels like for a change." "How?" said the roly-poly bird. "Just tell me how." Muggle-Wump laid his head on one side, and a tiny twinkling little smile touched the corners of his mouth. "Now and again," he said, "but not very often, I have a brilliant idea. This is one of them. Follow me, my friends, follow me." He scampered off towards the house, and 3 other monkeys and the roly-poly bird went after him. "Buckets and paintbrushes," cried Muggle-Wump. "That's what we want next. There are plenty in the workshop. Hurry up, everyone! Get a bucket and a paintbrush, quickly!" Inside Mr. Twit's workshed there was an enormous barrel of hug-tight sticky glue, the stuff he used for catching birds. "Fill your buckets," Muggle-Wump ordered. "We are now going into the big house." Mrs. Twit had hidden the key to the front door under the mat, and Muggle-Wump had seen her doing it, so it was easy for them to get in. In they went, all 4 monkeys with their buckets and sticky glue. Then came the roly-poly bird flying in after them with a bucket in his beak and a brush in his claw.